Atomic Heart has some solid bones in the story and general design, but it is worsened at every step by an incredible amount of bloat. Atomic Heart has plenty going for it when booted up, a unique premise, a strong setting, and an interesting player character. At its core, Atomic Heart has a promising story and several design elements that make it stand out, but as it progresses players will realize that the game stretches out its best and worst parts until nothing good remains. A simple playthrough of Atomic Heart will take players around 25 hours to beat, which is a solid playtime generally. This gives the game plenty of time to set up its story, delve into its most interesting parts, and back it up with fun mechanics and gameplay. But it doesn't do that. Of that playtime, less than half of it involves something interesting or fun, while the rest is nothing but frustrating bloat, resulting in a game that can be best summarized as an incongruent mess. Atomic Heart's story has its moments. Players step into the shoes of Major Sergei Nechev, who is also referred to in-game by his callsign P3. A special assignments officer assigned to USSR hero Dmitry Sechenov, Nechev wears an AI-controlled glove named Charles that gives Nechev someone to talk to and unlock some special abilities throughout the game. Essentially, Charles is nearly identical to Cuff in Forspoken, which may be Charles's best point of comparison on all fronts. Sechenov is preparing for the launch of something called Collective 2.0, and P3 must discover and end a conspiracy that would prevent said launch. Along the way, a variety of secrets and relationships are unearthed, and there are a few exciting moments created out of the chaos. But chaos is woven into everything else related to its story. Atomic Heart's combat and gameplay, on paper, should be more than enough to overcome its distracting story. There are some survival and stealth elements, the need to find blueprints and resources, an open-world sandbox behind Atomic Heart's Facility 3826 setting, a unique polymerization of the world, mechanical and mutant threats, a wide variety of weapons and combat abilities, and more, all of which prove Atomic Heart is ambitious. But in trying to achieve so much, the game ends up adding an equal amount of filler. Players just have to whack away until the enemy, seemingly arbitrarily, falls to the ground. Meanwhile, the game introduces plenty of bosses that seem interesting at first, but by the second or third, players are going to realize that they all essentially use the same abilities and reward the same style of combat.